that's the festival this year. And we are really looking forward because last year we were coming back. This year, we're back. And so we're very happy to tell you. I would now like to introduce Steve Paikin. It is our absolute pleasure that Steve Paikin is here at Lakefield College School at the Lakefield Literary Festival. Steve has been a journalist for more than 40 years and is the author of 8 books. He's been the anchor of TVO's flagship current affairs program, The Agenda with Steve Paikin, since 2006. So we are here this evening to talk with Steve about this book, his 8th book. It's called John Turner, An Intimate Biography of Canada's 17th Prime Minister. But we're also going to use that as a vehicle through which we can get to a discussion of our current state of political affairs. So, which may make for some interesting conversation, at least I hope so. And to kick us off, you've written 8 books. I've read them all. And
I'm so sorry.
I'm the one. And they're all about politicians. What is with this fascination with politicians?
Okay, I hate to do this on the very first question, but they're not actually all about politicians. One's about hockey, one's about a Holocaust survivor. So 6 out of 8 are about, you're right, 6 out of 8
politicians.
Are about politicians. In addition, John Turner's, I think, 39 years old, 38, 39 when he runs for the leadership. And he really puts himself out there as the choice of the next generation. And there are a lot of other people in the race. Robert Winters was in the race, Paul Martin Sr. was in the race, a bunch of other players who were, Paul Hellyer was in the race. Most of them sort of evoked yesterday's man. Turner was the one guy in the race who actually evoked tomorrow's man. And it was so interesting, when he ran in that leadership convention in 1968, he said, because he knew his age was a handicap, he knew people were looking at him and saying, John, not this time, maybe next time, you're too young. And he would say in his speech on the night, I'm not running for some future convention in 1984, I'm running for now. And ironically enough, he won the convention in 1984 to become Liberal leader. And he said it in 68. It's one of those crazy kind of confluences of history.
He saw it coming. Now, Trudeau had the brains to put Mr. Turner, who was a star.
So John Turner, I won't say he grew up in poverty, but he certainly didn't grow up the son of a multimillionaire, which Pierre Trudeau did.
That's right.
And didn't inherit, $1 million trust fund when he was 13 years old, as Pierre Trudeau did. So that family worked its way up, hardscrabble, worked its way up. Anyway, back to 1975. Turner wants this closer relationship with Trudeau. Trudeau, for whatever reason, can't give it to him. And as a result, there were lots of kind of missed signals, miscommunication. Trudeau at one point in the meeting offers Turner a position on the Supreme Court of Canada, and then a position in the Senate. And Turner's thinking to himself, why is he trying to put me out to pasture? That's not what I want. I want a closer relationship with him. I want to be, closer to the decision making of the government. So it just didn't work. And as a result, he walked out, front door 24 Sussex, a mob of reporters waiting for him, and announced his resignation. Now, if you want to understand how big a deal this was, think about today if Chrystia Freeland did that to Justin Trudeau. And no one saw it coming. I mean, it would be massive news. And in fact, I think it took so much wind out of Liberal sails, particularly in the province of Ontario, because there was a provincial election in 75 a week later, and the Liberals were well on their way to beating Bill Davis after just one term. And Mr. Davis managed to come back, and Liberal fortunes sagged in that election. The Liberals actually came 3rd in that election, and a lot of people think it's because of all of what was going on around John Turner. It had such a profoundly devastating effect on Liberal fortunes federally, and as it turned out, provincially as well.